Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's Friday night edition of the BRI, which is the Black Research Institute, where we're here and we're committed to solving the problems. Tonight, I got a special guest, a lady who's in the music industry, DJing, trying to make your butts move, your feet move, and we're gonna delve into, a various amount of issues, including by DJing being a male dominated field, like what type of obstacles she may have faced, trying to break into the field. And now that she's in it, is it any easier? So we're gonna run my intro for the BRI and we're gonna bring back tonight's guest. So stay tuned, everyone. All right, we're back, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Like I said, tonight I got a guest who's been in the music industry on the DJing side for a while, and we're gonna talk to her. I'd like to introduce you to Miss Becky Gaston, aka DJ Pynk Diamonds.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how you doing, Becky?
I'm doing good, doing good. Happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays.
All right, same to you. First off, are you being safe?
Of course. I'm
Okay.
scared of that coronavirus.
Okay. All right. Well, just stay safe and be diligent and in being safe. You know what I mean? Because it's invisible.
Right.
Like it's invisible. So you don't know when it's gonna come. So tell me, before we get into the meat of the interview, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, my name is Becky. I go by Becky G, or a lot of people call me Diamond, but my DJ name is DJ Pynk Dyamond. I've been in the music industry for a long time. And the reason why I say a very long time, because I started out playing instruments first. I played trumpet, French horn, and then I was actually married to an R&B singer, and I learned some things from him. And then I went into the DJing side of it, probably about January 1st will be 5 years ago. 5 years.
5 years. So what made you go into the DJing side of it?
Well, I was living in Irving, Texas. I had just got transferred there with a job. I used to work for Strayer University, and I went over there to train. So I was over there bored. I didn't know any people, and I was homesick of the East Coast because I'm originally from the Bronx, New York. So I was just sitting in the house, and believe it or not, it was Thanksgiving. I was so bored. I was homesick. I think I had been over there probably about maybe a month to 2 months, maybe. And I was just like, okay, I like music. I got tons and tons of CDs. I wish you could see. I'm trying to think, do I have it on hand? But I used to collect music, right? And me and my ex-husband, we used to make CDs back in the day. So, we did a lot of road trips. And so we kind of came up with doing our own music list and stuff, but through CDs. So I was like, let me try to figure out how to DJ. And so I was I was researching, because I do my research first. I was researching the software. So I ran across the software called Virtual DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And once I started looking into that, I was playing with my computer. This was back in 2011. And I was just so lonely. I just started playing and loading songs into the virtual DJ, but I didn't have no equipment. I just had a computer. That was it.
Right.
So that's how I started in 2011.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you to really get it?
2016. 2000. Well, actually happened once I stayed in Texas for like 2.5 years. Then I moved back to the East Coast. I already had a business, which I was doing modeling and party planning. And then while I was living in Texas, I decided to produce my very first fashion show as a fashion entertainment producer. And that's where the DJing still came in, because I was like, damn, I could run my business, I could DJ, I can model, and I can play in parties. One-stop shop.
You trying to do it all.
I don't need to pay nobody to do stuff. Right.
You trying to do it all.
So that's what I ended up opening an LLC over in Texas, but my business started in Richmond, Virginia as an event planner.
Okay, so as a DJ, and if you follow music, especially in modern times, you know that DJing per se, the profession, is a male dominated field, like male dominated.
Not no more. Not no more.
No, come
No.
on now.
Not
Come
no
on,
more. Not no more. Not no more.
Is that your woman's pride speaking, or is that factual?
No, that's some facts. That's true facts. If you kind of do some more research, well, you already know MC Light, you already know Spinderella. Them two started the female DJing. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. And then, yes, of course, males took over. But just like males try to take over construction, electricity, mechanics, women can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying you can't. Listen. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying the field as it stands right now.
It's a lot of women DJing. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, last Friday night, I had to. I'm part of the Sigma Gamma Rho sorority.
Okay.
Yes, through Howard University, fall 2009. So we had a happy hour. It was our Founders Day. So we had a happy hour event, and they said, well, Becky, do you mind being featured for happy hour? I was like, I guess. All right. She said, because we got 4 more other DJ sorors. I said, really? I only knew of one, and she was from New Jersey. But I was actually on the happy hour. They done created Battle of the DJs. And I was like, them little young sorors don't want to mess with me, because I can take them all the way back to the old school,
Okay. But you know what? You being a DJ and being a Sigma Gamma Rho, that sort of fits.
Exactly.
Like that fits, because if anyone, and I don't really like to like cage nobody in a particular way, right?
Right.
But all sororities and fraternities, each one of them are distinctive, and they attract certain people, right? Like they attract certain people, right?
Right.
And when I was at Elizabeth City State University, I had a friend named Walia. She actually started the Sigma Gamma Rho chapter.
Okay, good.
Down there, and but the women that were attracted to Sigma Gamma Rho were always fun.
Always fun.
Right. Like they always fun. They always, they're smart too. Most of them were smart too. Like they're very smart, but they're fun. They were laid back, cool females, and so with you being a DJ and being a Sigma Gamma Rho like that sort of fits. That really fits. Like, and I try to tell like young Black guys, if you if you're not doing nothing after high school, like go and try to get the HBCU experience. Like
Right.
it ain't it's not like anything that you would ever experience in your life.
Right.
In your life. Like go ahead and get that. But so you started DJing 5 years ago, basically.
Yep.
Now it ain't too many people that can start DJing in 5 years and then wind up on a radio show. Like, there ain't too many people that can do that.
Well, I hate to tell you, it's me. Because now I'm on 2 radio shows, one in Texas and one in Richmond, Virginia. I'm actually all over the place. I'm telling you. I'm like, I'm not going to say international, not just yet, but I am nationwide. Because I've DJ'd in Miami. That actually, Miami was my very first show. And I was so nervous. But I actually DJ'd and opened up for 3 female celebrity Miami DJs and also Beyonce's father's new girl group. So I opened up for them. And I mean, I was like this shaking, but I did it. I did it. But yeah, so it's a lot of female DJs out here, just so you know that.
I listen, I'm not doubting it. I'm not doubting it. I am not doubting it. I do not doubt that. I just know, like, I mean, I'm 52 years old, and growing up, I can't ever say that I experienced a female DJ rocking a party ever. Growing up.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? Like I can't, you know.
I always see like the old dudes, you know, that be talking.
That play the electric slide all the time.
Well, I have to play line songs too, but I'm just saying most of the time when I was growing up, it was all old dudes, you know. Right. I mean, you know, I want to look at a sexy DJ, male DJ, you know, back then. So guess what? I'm going to give my audience the sexy female DJ version of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you are sort of on point, because when I grew up, like we when we would go to parties, it would always be, like I'm not going to call them old. I'm going to say older. I'm going to say older dude. You know what I mean? Like I come from the era of Run DMC, basically, like Run DMC, Sugar Hill Gang.
Me too.
You know Curtis Blow. But you know, you go to a party and them old dudes, they want to play Cameo, they want to play Commodores, and there's nothing wrong with that, because let me tell you something. Before hip hop, Cameo, Commodores, Ohio Players, Temptations, like those were all my groups. But then when hip hop dropped, it was a wrap for them, for me. Like it was a wrap for them, for me. You know what I mean? Unless you mixed it with something hip hop, like I don't want to hear that no more. You know, like
you shouldn't be like that, because guess what? I play old school genre. And
no, I love old school. I love it.
Go all the way back. All the way back.
Like to how long?
50s.
How far?
50s.
I
got 50s music, I got 60s music, I got the 70s, I got the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s, and I got that trap music too.
Diamond, if you ever do a party for me, you better not break out of nothing in the 1950s or 60s. Don't.
No, I wouldn't. I only have that music because I deal with private parties only. So you'll have people, like I DJ'd for a 80-something-year-old birthday. So you gotta have that type of music for her, because she grew up in the 50s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? For her partying days. But I don't go back 50s and 60s, but I will play on the radios. I play 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Unless I mix in some of the 70s, like the disco. You got Chic, you got Marvin Gaye. I love all of them. I love them
too. I do too. I do too. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I hear, you know, average white band come on, you know, or Eagles or War or you know, if I hear them, like it's on because I grew up, you know, I like being my age, you sort of was on the crest of music because you got it all. Like you got the late 60s, the James Browns and the you know the Marvin Gaye's. Then you got the 70s when you got like Brass Function and you know what I mean, like all these funk. They were funk, but they were more like up tempo funk bands. You know what I
right.
mean? You know, up, you know, more, and then you start getting into more soul. So like you got it all if you 50 and up. You got it all. These kids nowadays, they getting one
So
thing. Like these kids nowadays are getting one type of style.
I don't
You know
like
what I
that
mean?
style.
And
I don't
well,
like that
I
style.
mean, I mean, I
I
mean,
mean, I drive with it, but we talking me and you. We want to go. We want to dance. Okay.
right,
We not
right.
trying to go to no party. Just bopping our heads all night and looking at a cell phone.
Right.
That's
But
not
you
how
know,
we grew up.
but you know what I realized though, Diamond, is that you know we sound like our parents now. You know what I mean?
I be jamming. I'm telling you, I have a 5-year-old grandbaby. She knows she's on TikTok, so she knows all the songs. But I try to make sure she listens to clean stuff, clean music, because she gonna hear it all no matter what. But
Right.
she be singing in the car, and I be like, "What's the name of that song? Who sing that?" So she be breaking out some stuff, and I go do the research and be like, "I've never heard of that artist, but I'll still go down if I like that beat." I go download that artist and I'll put that artist into some of my mixes.
Now that's one thing I can say today is that it's extraordinary. Production is extraordinary today. Like the sonicness of it, like how it sounds today, like it's extraordinary the way it sounds, the way they put it together, and especially for it to be digital. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like for it to be digital, it's extraordinary, but the content is just not there.
right,
You know what I mean? The
right,
content is just not there. Like there's no leaving it to the imagination with these kids. Like it's just straight up in your face about what it is, right? And so let's say you go to a party and someone hires you to DJ and and they want you to play trap all night.
I had to do that in 2017. I went to a Halloween party.
Uh-huh.
It was so really ratchet music. It
Right.
was all night for 4 hours. And they
Wow.
were having a great time. And they actually want to hire me back to play some more trap music.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think on a daily basis, two trap songs a day for me is my limit. Two trap songs, like you know, I can only do two of them. You know,
I
two of
like my favorite artists right now, hip hop or
them.
rap, whatever they want to call it. I call it either or. But I like Cardi B. I love Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you might catch me playing that without the dirty words, of course, in some of my mixes. But I listen to both of them constantly. And right now, because they are young female rappers out here, a lot of people don't like them. But Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, they just tell it like it is. It's just like it is.
Well, for me with them, right? For me with them, I used to MC, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like for me, the measure of a great MC is content content, presence, and flow, right? Content, presence, and flow. Like if you got the right content and you're brolic on the mic, like and you know you nice, and you ride a beat, you got me. Like you got me as an MC, right? You can't deny Cardi B's presence on the microphone. Like there's no denying how confident she is when she's spitting. There's no denying that.
Right.
Right. And then there's no denying that she rides a beat. Like it ain't no hiccups or nothing. Like she is, and Megan too. They are riding a beat. Like they are, put it this way, a real MC will make you say, if he wasn't on that song wouldn't be nothing. Right? A real MC, a real MC will make you say, if she wasn't on that song song wouldn't be nothing. Now that song where they got
WAP,
right? That song is so simple. It's just like the beat on that song is just doom, 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 doom. That's it. They actually make that song. They make that song. Like they make
even though they sampled a little bit of it, but they did it good.
I'm like the sampling aspect that's been happening in hip hop since Rappers Delight. Rappers Delight, you and I know was Good Times from Lashik. Like, come on, like so sampling has been happening in hip hop forever. Like it started out taking somebody else's beat. So that's not even what I am even concerned with. I am concerned with like it ain't too many people. Like I like J. Cole, right? And the reason why I like J. Cole, I like his consistency. He's consistent with what he does. I like Kendrick, and there's so many other MCs out here, male, that I like, but female wise, besides Lauryn Hill, I haven't really heard a female spit like Cardi B and Megan.
Right.
Oh, Remy.
Oh yeah.
Remy.
Well, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki. Yeah. But there's some issues with Nicki if she wrote, because for another the fourth criteria is you got to write it. Like,
but now they all got it from Lil' Kim to me, because Lil' Kim she just spit whatever is all on it, and it's a done deal back in the day. But each generation has to bring something to the table if they're gonna get out here in this industry.
Well, for females, I think like when you try to come out as a female and you just tried to be lyrical, like a Moni Love or Queen Latifah or MC Light, and not try to sell your sex appeal or anything like that, then it didn't work. I mean, it didn't work for it. Like it didn't work. So and by me being 52 and seeing hip hop, I understood that like MC Light was ill, like was ridiculous, and Queen Latifah ill. You know what I mean? And then a lot of people don't remember Isis from X Clan, ill. Bahamadia, ill. You know what I mean? They like they would go lyric for with any male, right? But they wasn't selling sex appeal. So if they wasn't selling sex appeal, they wouldn't. Back then, you had to sell records. You're not selling no records, and that's when you get the Little Kims, the Foxy Browns, you know what I mean? The what's her name? Baltimore Red. Eve. Right. Now Eve got an ill flow. Eve got an ill flow.
I love Eve too.
But she had to, like, dudes don't have to sell their sex appeal on the mic.
No. Because my favorite, I'll say two. Rakim and Jay-Z. My two favorites.
We might be related because No, honestly, because I fell in love with hip hop when I heard when I heard that. When I heard that, it was like, and then after Rakim, it couldn't be no more a hip hop, a hip. You couldn't do that no more after Rakim. Like that wasn't gonna get by. So you never thought about like doing that era. You never thought about DJing, doing that era. Like, oh my God.
I do that, Eric. You need to listen to me on them radio stations.
Yeah. Well, tell people where you at then.
Well, tomorrow I'll be on www.cruiseinkradio.com. It airs at 1 o'clock from 1 to 2 Eastern. And then on Sunday, it repeats at 3 p.m. to 4. But it's cruiseinkradio.com.
Okay.
And then on Thursdays, I'm in Texas, Austin, Texas. I'm on khurradio.com. Same time, 1 p.m. to 2. And then they do a repeat on Sundays as well from 7 to 8 Eastern, 6 to 7 Central.
Now, since COVID hit, right, and everything is virtual, basically, right?
I'm a virtual DJ.
Right. But is it harder for you to actually get into the set because the crowd is not there? Because for me, as an MC, yeah, I can spit, by myself. But when there's people watching, it's another level. Like when I'm in front of somebody, like the energy is another level. So do you keep the same energy while you're doing virtual?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Cause I like music, so it doesn't matter whether I'm DJing through Zoom or if I'm live in person. I actually, when I did that battle of DJs last Friday night through Zoom, it was 400 and something people on for a happy hour for the Founders Day. And now I did make a mistake. I ain't gonna lie. I started my set, and my set over here, the computer laptop over here with Zoom. I forgot to unmute the button while I was already gone to town. And then I happened to look and I see that big old screen say, unmute yourself. So I unmuted, but I went right back into it. Like I had no pausing or anything. But it's a little difficult if I'm in here by myself and I've got to do the Zoom, and if the laptop is not facing me directly because I'm working with a laptop over here, and then I got to look over here at the audience. So it's I'm back and forth.
Right.
And I can't video myself because it's no way, but trying to put my hands over here, put my hands over there. It's just no way to videotape my own self or take pictures, period.
Wow. Do you plan your sets, or do you just go into a set organically? Like
I pre-plan. I have to see what they like. So what I normally do if I'm doing a Zoom event, I tell them to send me like 10 songs. And so the songs that they send me, I just put more songs to that whole playlist. And then I start doing a whole mix. And I actually sometimes record it while I'm on Zoom.
So you never DJ with 1200s, huh?
Nope.
All a controller? Everything's on the controller?
And that ain't easy.
No, it ain't. It isn't.
Just so you know that it's not easy because you got to worry about your computer freezing up. Yeah. I got 3 computers in here. You got to worry about
No, you didn't. I got the DDJ 1000.
Oh, I got a DDJ. I got a new one now, SR2. So
you got I saw it. You had the SB, didn't you?
I just sold that today.
Yeah, you had the SB.
I sold that to my neighbor today because they want her little 5-year-old son to learn how to DJ. I was like, okay, here you go. Hard case, soft case, and the control system. You gotta get your own computer though.
So why did you upgrade to the SR2?
Cause it was the SB2 is a baby beginner piece of equipment, and I made tons of money my second year. I mean, I was like, okay, let me just DJ with that for a while. I DJed with it for at least 3.5 years, and I started upgrading last December.
Okay.
I just wanted something just a little bit bigger, but not that big because the equipment.
You want to carry around, right?
It's heavy. It's very heavy.
Right. So what how do you like Serato?
I like Serato. It's a headache sometimes. If I didn't have, I've DJed with virtual DJ too because I was DJing for Hornblower Cruise Lines, only female on the ships in DC. So I was using a different control system and a different software. And I'm like, oh God. Even one of the system has CDJs, which I don't like that system. But I was DJing on a Newmark. So I know how to DJ with a Newmark system now, along with the Pioneer systems. But I mean, I can DJ both softwares, virtual and Serato.
You haven't tried Rekordbox yet?
No, I don't want to deal with that.
But that's Pioneer.
I already read up on that. I was gonna get that, but then I changed my mind.
Okay. So now, being a female in the industry, do you like? I know you said there's a lot of females, but do you find it hard getting gigs?
I don't. I get paid. Trust me. I get a lot of DJ referrals.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because first of all, if you know how to market yourself, you can get.
That's why that was my next question.
As long as you know how to market yourself, you can get your gigs. And a lot of people, still to this day, they like, you could DJ? I'm like, can you drive a car? Right. Yes. It's the same thing. You got to teach yourself no matter what you do, what your craft is. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you did not start doing it, you still got to learn and teach yourself anything.
Right.
So that's what I did.
So how long did it take you after you got the virtual DJ? How long did it take you to get your first gig?
I got the equipment first, which was January 1st, 2016. I had rotator cuff surgery the same year, April. So that was supposed to be my first opening year. So I was out of commission for 3 months with my shoulder, and I had the surgery April 2016, May, June. I had a gig July.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And from there, the first opening year, even though I had the surgery, I had 6 gigs. The second year, 2017, I went from 6 gigs to 35 gigs.
Wow. That's almost a gig a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. I was all over the place. I was in DC. I was in North Carolina. I was in Miami. I was in Philly. I was everywhere. That first full year without surgery.
So you would say that being a female in the industry is like no longer like a headache to try to break into the industry as a female DJ? It's not like that anymore.
No, it's not like that. They
so
even
I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, you need to do some more research. Okay. Yeah, because guess what? If you follow me on Facebook, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but also Instagram, I'm actually part of an international group of women, from like England, Denmark, all places, and they're always putting me, they're always featuring me, that specific DJ company per se.
Okay.
So they always featuring me. And I actually woke up one morning, and before I got to know who they were, they had took one of my pictures with my DJ headsets and stuff and put me in a contest. And my picture, just my picture presence, beat all them other DJs out.
Right. Oh, okay. So now that's a perfect segue. So you DJ, and you also said that you were modeling.
I still model.
Okay, so what do you model?
I do fashion. I do boudoir. I do print magazines. I do brand ambassador for clothing lines. I also was doing runway shows until I became a DJ. So I don't do no more of them. I just go play for those.
Wow.
And I've played for the last 4 years. I am one of the DJs in New York Fashion Week. And I am also the official DJ of Men's Virginia Fashion Week, and soon to come to DC.
So you just a gig magnet.
Mm-hmm.
A gig magnet.
It's about the marketing. It's marketing.
So you said you're from the Bronx.
I am.
Do you know Steph Lover?
That
DJ
name,
Steph Lover.
That name sounds familiar, but my one of my good friends is Eric B.
You don't know Eric.
You want me to call him?
You don't know Eric. Yeah, call Eric. Call Eric. You don't know Eric.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you. You said I don't know Eric B.
You don't know Eric.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna show you his phone number.
No, don't show me his phone number.
Look. His name is in my phone.
Okay,
Eric
all right.
B,
Okay,
New York City. I'm not gonna give you his phone number.
Roger said, "No, don't show his number."
That's my good friend.
You grew up with him, or you became
yes,
friends?
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
He did wrong though.
No, you don't know the whole story. We're not gonna go there. I can't even tell you the story because I'm not about to get sued by nobody.
Right. Nah,
but I know some stuff though.
Eric B is a legend. He's a legend.
Yes, he is. He's my buddy and my friend. You know, his daughter got killed in February this year.
I mean, tell him, you know, I send my belated condolences. That's hard.
Yeah,
that's
she was
hard.
27 years old, got hit by a truck.
Wow, that's hard.
Tractor trailer truck, yeah.
He's still in New York?
Yes.
Didn't he move to England for a little bit?
Now, I don't know where everybody be moving to now.
Oh, no, because I'm like you. So I wasn't a DJ. I was I don't know, man. There was a point in my life where anything hip hop intrigued me, and I wanted to know about it. You know what I mean? Like I want to know the backstory of stuff. You know, so so I was just reading. I thought somewhere where they said, I think after the Follow the Leader album.
I ain't put nobody's business out there because I don't know.
Right. So this is another question. So with COVID, when COVID is over, are you gonna stay virtual, or are you going to go back to the way it was?
I got a gig in New York, February 9th for New York Fashion Week live. I got another gig March the 6th on Zoom for my sorority. I got another gig, a wedding live March the 13th. And I just got a gig yesterday for December 18th, Zoom. And then my sister just hired me for December the 12th, Zoom. They're celebrating their 30 years of performing stars in Marin City in California. So I'm about to be their DJ.
Wow. Now, when you do your Zooming, right? So you have an audio interface, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, cause I seen people when they do like the DJs, they be live. They be like you hear the sound coming out of the speakers in the room,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like you hear that sound, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, why would you do that? Because
They can
music.
they can hear you. I mean, they hear you well because we do sound checks, just like if we were live.
Okay.
So it sounds the same. I even did. I think it was back in April. It was a company that contacted me. They wanted to do like a game night for like 2 hours. The COVID, of course, messed up their event because they were a black ski group. They were going to hire me to
Right.
come DJ in Utah, but they decided to do something different through Zoom since can't nobody go
Right.
nowhere.
Right.
So, but everybody I do a Zoom event with, we do sound check first.
Okay.
And then once we get to the level of where they can hear it without any interruptions, I keep it on that the whole entire time.
Okay.
That level. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
It's not hard.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So would you encourage any young female who's thinking about going into DJing to do it? And
Uh,
and if
uh,
and if so, what would be the first? What would be first of all a couple of questions? What advice would you give to a young female who is thinking about going into DJing?
well, first of all, I would do the research on the software because I don't know what type of computer you may use. You don't know what type of system you may end up buying. But if I was a young girl, I would learn both software first. Research the softwares and see which one works better for you. I thought virtual DJ worked better for me until I bought a system and had to learn Serato DJ. But to me, they both work. Serato DJ is a little bit harder, but the virtual software is a much easier to start with. So, if you're going to start somewhere, start with the virtual DJ first, play with it through the computer first before you start buying equipment because the equipment is not cheap. So once you start figuring out if you really want to DJ, then the next thing is to research the different types of equipment. So what I did, I went to a DJ of 25 years who lived across the street from me, and I told him I was interested in becoming a professional DJ. So what he did was he took me to American Music Supply. And so I started looking at all of the equipment, which meant nothing to me back then. So he put a package together for me, which led to the DDJ SB2. I got some JBL small speakers, the chords, of course, which I had to understand what the chords do. And,
Right. The XLRs and the right.
yeah, I had to
Okay.
figure out all that stuff too. And then I think after I learned with the small JBLs, and I was like, maybe right before I had the surgery. So from January to April, I was playing with, just playing with the music and stuff before I actually came out and said, I'm about to DJ.
Right.
Yeah, because I didn't
Okay.
want to get out there and make a
Right.
fool
Right.
of myself.
Okay. So you got you got your software, you got your controller. Now, do you stream your music in or do you download everything? Or
Hmm.
both? Or both?
I do both. But I have some good quote unquote guy DJ friends who just gave me a whole lot of music.
Okay.
A whole lot of music. So
Okay.
they loaded up my external hard drive. So I had to go and figure out the playlist, move them to some crates so I can start practicing from there.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you know so and so.
Who's so and so?
DJ so and so. You know Corey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
did that for me. He loaded me up with like 500 gigs on my external hard drive.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I had a
and
whole terabyte. A whole
right.
terabyte.
And you don't know, like 500 gigs of music is a lot of
It
music.
is. It is. But see, you know what? I already had an iTunes library from
Okay.
2006. You remember when the iPods came out? They were like
Right.
big. So I had all of the iTunes library. So I had to get other music because the iTunes is MP4s, which other music which we need to play is the MP3s. So I had to
Right.
learn the difference between the MP4s, the MP3s. I had to learn how to convert the music. I'm telling you, and nobody helps me. Nobody.
Right.
I have to
But that's
just
but
research it and learn it on my own.
but that's the beauty of it though. That's the beauty of it. Because once you got it, you got it. You know, like you got it.
Mm-hmm.
So your advice would be research.
Research the software first, then
Research
buy you a
software.
computer. Got to make sure your computer has enough hard drive and gigabytes. I would say I would recommend a MacBook Pro. That's what I would recommend.
Mm-hmm.
I know my friend that lives in Texas, he uses his HP and he DJs off a virtual DJ. I'm like, well, I like the MacBooks better because
But
they
but that
hold.
but that's the same thing as the software. It's just about styles. What you're comfortable with. Like, you
Right.
know what I
That's
mean?
all. That's all. You got
It's
to be
just it's,
comfortable.
you got to be comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Miss Becky. You know, you told me you was hungry, but look at this. We've been rocking for about 47 minutes, and it don't even feel like it, does it?
But I got some good barbecue and some coleslaw that
Look,
my daughter made. I am dying to eat for real.
okay. All
Yeah.
right. So before I let you go, tell the people once again how they can follow you on your social media.
I'm on Facebook under DCS Event Planner. I'm on Instagram under DCS ENTCO. And also on YouTube. I don't really put too much on YouTube. If you go to my Facebook page under DCS Event Planner, you'll be able to see everything that I do from all of my clients, read my reviews. And then I also have a website, which is DJ Pynk Dyamond, and that's spelled PYNKDYAMOND.com.
DJ Pynk Dyamond.
Yes.
DJ Pynk.
With the eyes, with the Y's, no eyes. So all you do is take out the eyes and put a Y in there.
Okay, hold on. I'm up.
And then catch me on the radio station Saturdays at 1 o'clock at cruiseinkradio.com and on Thursdays at 1 o'clock Eastern at KHUR Radio.
So how do they book you?
They can book me through DCS Event Planner or through my website, djpinkdiamond.com.
Okay. Well,
or they can Instagram me, DM me. I don't care how you book me.
I know that's right. So y'all heard it, folks. You know, you can DM her. You know, It goes down in the DM.
It does go down in the DM.
All right. So before I let my guests go, I have two questions that I asked them. It's like it's a tradition now because I've done it every interview.
Okay.
And so the first question is, what are you doing to push the culture forward?
Well, I have my own entertainment business. That's number one. So I manage up and coming artists, recording artists, and I manage up and coming models. And I'm not going to say I'm like 25, 30 years into DJing, but guarantee you I can teach you how to DJ, the basics.
Okay. Okay.
Now, right now, I got my 5-year-old granddaughter. She does not know how to read yet, but guess what? She knows how to scratch and DJ.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So that definitely is pushing the culture forward.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be DJing. I would say, give me probably about 2 more years with her. 2 more years with her, and I guarantee you'll be seeing her DJ. Matter of fact, she calls herself DJ Purple Diamond. Come here, Zoe. Come here. Here she go, right here, so y'all can see her, cause she gets down too. Come here. She don't want to. She don't want to come. But anyway, watch out for DJ Purple Diamond. That's my
Okay.
grandbaby.
There she go. There she go right there.
There she go right here. They can't see you. They can't see you. Let me see. Let's do it like that. There she go.
Hello. Hello, DJ Purple Diamond.
She said hi. She's a little tired.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So my next question is, I need for you to name me 3 famous black people, but they can't be entertainers or athletes.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama. I swear everybody has named Barack. Okay, but I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give it to you.
Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
And Kamala Harris. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad. I'm
don't
not
get mad. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad. So we got Barack. No. She's famous. She made history. She's famous.
Yes,
so we got
did.
Barack Obama, Rosa Parks, Kamala Harris.
Now all 3 of them have made history.
Right, they all made history. So I repeated them so that you will know the next time that I bring you on the show, you cannot use those answers.
Oh, I got plenty more, but those now are the ones that have made some good history.
Okay. All right. So, but DJ Pynk Dyamond, thank you for doing this interview and agreeing to me. And you know what I liked about you? I asked you to do the interview, and it was like, of course. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it was of course, like you set it up and I make it happen. So I appreciate that, and maybe one of these nights I can get you come on and do a little 15-minute set for me.
I can do that. I can do that.
Okay.
I can do that.
That'll be great. That'll be great, man. I love to hear DJ Pynk Dyamond, like, because I've never heard you live.
Well, I don't get on Facebook. Just so you know that. If you want to hear me live, go to cruiseinkradio.com tomorrow.
I know that's right. I
don't do no Facebook Live. I do the radio stations.
Okay. Okay. So now the radio stations, is it just audio or is it visual as well?
Right now, well, Cruise Inc. is getting ready to do some visual stuff soon, but what I do is just do the audio for right now.
Okay.
They want me to go live. Cruise Inc. wants me to go live. But I'm busy. I be doing other things. Things. And I don't have time for to sit there for a whole hour. 15 minutes, yeah. An hour,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna call you one day and I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Trust me. I got something for you.
when you called me earlier today, I was gonna ask you, I was like, can you close out for 15 minutes? But I was like, no, it's the last minute. So I'm gonna give you a heads up on next time though.
Oh, yeah. I could do it next time. Okay. I'll be in my DJ room next time.
Okay. Well, go get you something to eat. And once again, thank you for doing the interview, and you stay blessed and stay safe.
All right. Happy holidays to you, and we'll chat soon.
All right. Thank you. Right. You too.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. That was DJ Pynk Dyamond up in the DMV. I haven't heard her live, but I've heard a set that she has done. And for me, it's all about the order and the the way a DJ transitions from one song to the next song. Like I don't, if I'm out there and I'm dancing, I don't really want to be interrupted in what I'm doing. And she does a very, very good job at that from what I heard. So, check her out, and if check her out. Like, check her out on Facebook. And if you need her link, you could just inbox me, or you can email me at dcgrfx@gmail.com, and I can give you all her social media information. But it's Friday night, actually Black Friday, and I hope no one is actually out there just running around and spending all your money. But I hope you are enjoying yourself, whatever you're doing. But remember, in order for you to receive a blessing, you must first be a blessing. And with that, I tell you all good night and be safe. God bless.